Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. In this tutorial, I'll teach you how to color dripping rainbow lips using the Color Therapy app. This is a very simple to achieve tutorial that will look super neat. I'll show you how to blend the colors on the lips and even how to add your own drips. If you want to follow along with this image, find the image under Cute Stickers. So scroll over to the rainbow palette. I'm going to be using those darker rainbow colors. So select a purple, a dark blue, dark green. I'll use the pink, red, yellow, maybe a lighter green as well. Now let's go under the airbrush tool. Set the opacity to 100 and the size at 60, and make sure coloring inside the lines mode is set to on. Let's start off with just a dark purple first in the far corner. And just add your color in up and down. Then you want to move into the next colors going in order. So we'll do a blue next. And I'm bringing it all the way into the drips as well. Then I'll use that darker green and bring it all the way down. And I'll use the lighter green next. And so I'm sort of just layering these over each other so they're kind of blending together. And the next color will be yellow. So just continuing and repeating the same sort of pattern going up and down. Next, I'll use red, and red's going to kind of blend with the yellow a little bit to be sort of an orange. And then next I'll use the pink, and then we'll end with that purple again. And you can do any pattern you want. You can do any colors you want. Now switch over to black from the basic palette. And with your finger, just start to add a nice shadow right underneath the bottom lip where the drips sort of start, as well as the very top lip where the teeth are. There's going to be a bit of a shadow too, right between the area where the lips meet. Now we want to use the smear tool to blend it. So set the size to 10 and opacity at 100. On the top lip, you're going to blend upwards. So you can kind of see how there's already some lines on the lip there. You can sort of use those as a guide, but I'm just essentially blending some of that shadow upwards in these nice lines. You can also apply it a little bit to the bottom lip. Now say you want to add in your own drip, you want to set the airbrush size to 1 and opacity at 100 and use whatever color is below where you want to put the drip. So for example, I want to add a drip right here. So I'm going to use the pink. I'm just going to draw a long line downward and then just bring it up in sort of a teardrop shape. And if you want to draw another piece below that dripping down, just draw a little oval shape. And then to shade it, just use the black again, but this time lower the opacity to about 30 and the size at 1. And using our basic black, add a little bit of the shadow. So the same color that's right above it, just bring it down into the drip. And you can just very faintly outline it, just barely. Do the same thing for the little drip below that. And then to add a highlight, just raise the opacity up to 100. And with white, add a little dot, as well as the bottom one. Now we want to smear the highlights that are existing already so it looks more realistic. So turn coloring inside the lines mode to off, and we'll use the smear tool. So the same settings as before, at intensity is 100 and the size at 10. And with your finger, just go ahead and start to blend your highlights. So I'm on the bottom lip here and I'm just blending them horizontally into the color. So this is sort of just softening them. Some of them you can go a bit further. So for example, I might just bring this up and bring it right around the bottom lip, just kind of curve it up and just repeat with the rest of the highlights on the lip. Now I want to add a few highlights myself. So let's go into the pen tool, set the size to 4 and opacity at 100. So if you can see on the template where these little lines are here, these black lines, you can actually just follow those with your finger and add in your own little highlight lines. Make some of them a little bit thicker, and they can kind of have a tapered edge at the end as well. And then the same thing at the top of the lip as well. Just add a few highlight lines in the same way. You can even add a few dots if you'd like. And then you want to finish it off by just lowering your smear tool size to 1% and then just blending those highlights in so they become really smooth at the ends. To make it look sparkly, apply the galaxy effect. Check out my tutorial on how to shade teeth. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.